Jesus knew principle. Jesus was a truth student in every sense of the word. Jesus knew principle. Jesus knew principle. Jesus knew principle so well that anything that he encountered, he saw it for what it was. Jesus saw things for what they were. See, we don't see things for what they are. We see things for what they appear to be. And when we take hold of what it appears to be begins to take shape for us. But Jesus was different. See, Jesus was peculiar. The mind that was in Christ Jesus is a different kind of mind. It's a mind that sees things for what they are. In the mind of Jesus, it is what it is. In the mind of Jesus, it is what it is. In the mind of Jesus, a person possessed with a demon is in fact a child of God. Now, in the mind of Jesus, the only thing that needs to be done is to recognize that the demon is not a child who has lost his or her way. Good God, the demon is not, the demonic spirit is not in the white shirt. The demonic spirit is in not knowing whose you are and whose you are. And so in the Jesus consciousness, in the ability of this Christ consciousness to know the truth, you have to be willing to see the truth. The thing about the mind that was in Christ Jesus was that it always saw the truth. What do you see when you look out in your life, world, and affairs? Do you see things as they are, or do you see things as they appear to be? When you look at it, is it what it is, or is it what you think it is? But you have to let this mind be in you that was in Christ Jesus. Jesus knew that there was no presence and no power outside of God. Jesus knew where his source was. Jesus knew that he could take a few fish and a few loaves of bread and feed people who were in need and who were hungry. Jesus knew this. The people who were with Jesus didn't know, but Jesus knew. Watch out who you got with you, baby. Take note of who you got with you. See, they can't always see what you see. They can't always see what you see. They don't always hear what you hear. So you have to be willing to stand firm on what the Spirit of God reveals to you. They don't always know. But a couple fish and a few loaves on more than one occasion becomes enough to feed a multitude. Lepers abound, paralyzed people abound, blind people abound, deaf people abound, broke people abound. And this one whose mind is rooted in peace, prayer, and principle knows and sees the truth. Where are you when it comes to knowing and seeing the truth? When it comes to you, is it what it is, or is it what it appears to be? Because in the mind of Jesus, it is what it is. If you're going to let this mind that was in Christ Jesus be in you, it has to be what it is. And the truth is that it is what it is, not what it appears to be. Jesus knew that people were spiritual beings. Good Lord, I'm coming in. Jesus knew. Jesus knew that spiritual beings were spiritual beings. Now, you have to handle spiritual beings a certain way. You have to handle spiritual beings a certain way. You have a responsibility to handle spiritual beings a certain way. Everybody is a spiritual being. You have a responsibility to handle spiritual beings a certain way. You have a responsibility to handle spiritual beings a certain way. Everybody is a spiritual being. Everybody in your life, world, and affairs, for everyone who's in your life, world, and affairs, you have a responsibility to handle a certain way. Everybody is a spiritual being. Don't get caught up in what they bring to you. Don't get caught up in what appears. You must hold to the truth and let the mind be in you that was also in Christ Jesus. See, when you have the mind in you that was in Christ Jesus, you know, oh, good Lord, that what they show you is only a reflection of what's in your soul. Look out. Ain't nothing wrong with them. Nothing wrong with them. Nothing wrong with them. Nothing wrong with them. I don't even care. I don't care if they've been to Tinley Park and got the papers to prove it. There is nothing wrong with them. The issue is in your mind. It's in your mind. The hang-up is in your mind. The disconnect is in your mind. It's only a reflection of what's going on in your soul. See, later on in that chapter in 2 Philippians, in the King James Version, it says that Jesus thought it not robbery to be equal with God. Can you deal with the responsibility that comes with the equality in God? See, because God is a God of love. God is the God of peace. God is a God of joy. God is a God of mercy. God is a God of grace. God is a God of fulfillment. God is a God of togetherness. God is a God of unity. God is a God of oneness. God is a God of life. God is the God of power. God is the God of truth. God is. See? And you have to be willing to see things as they are. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So what do you see? Y'all got quiet on me today, baby. I love you all. Hey, Shay, baby. So what do you see? When the mind that was in Christ Jesus, when it rises up in you, what do you see? When the mind that was in Christ Jesus convicts you, what do you feel? When the mind that was in Christ Jesus confronts you, what do you think? Because Jesus was peculiar. He was peculiar. He was peculiar. And for him, it was what it was. Now for you, is it what it is? God bless you.